our next flower, we're going to do the daisy stems. And we're going to cut 2 of the flower pieces and then 2 of the foliage leaf stems. And I cut the green foliage out of the mid-green tone. And this is what the flower is going to look shaped. Set those aside. And then the yellow that I chose was from the Sunny Orange, and it's the lightest color in this pack. First, we're going to color with the Marvy marker, Brilliant Yellow. I'm going to use the fine tip, and I'm going to just slightly from the start of the petal, I'm just going to flicker some lines up. I'm going to do that on both flower petals. And then for the center of the flower, we're going to use the thicker portion and our tip of the marker onto the flower base. Use a little vintage photo as well, and we're going to use that more towards the bottom portion. And if it comes just a little too splotchy, it's fine. We're going to go in with the water brush again and push that color around. And we're going to shape this the same way we shaped the other flower. We're going to work on this a little bit. I'm going to add a little more on top of the wet. Just going to help to blend that out a little bit. Do you want this one just a little darker around the bottom? This one we're going to shape it from the top so it folds in, and these petals are larger, so we're going to use our larger stylus to pull that down. Okay. And we are going to turn this around and do the circular motion on the base of the flower. And we're going to go back and then push on the petals. There we go. This one's going to be from the back. We're going to pull from the top of the petals. And we're going to form this up to the base in the circular motion again. Again, I'll probably use the smaller stylus to push the petals back. A little glue. Put that on top of there. And then on the base of the stem. And it's the Gerber stems. For this one, I cut 3 of them, and I just used the 2 flowers. And the flower I took from the berry red, and I used the lightest of the orangey pink color. The color we're going to use is Victorian Velvet. Put that color on there, and we're going to use our water brush to move the color around. And oops, I cut off the stem, but I think we can glue that back on. We're going to go and shadow the underneath, put some shadows on the underside of the petals. All right. I'm going to add a little bit of water. We're going to take our smallest stylus and we're going to start forming from the underside of the flower and pulling down on our petals. take the larger stylus and start going around in circles in the center. Then we're going to delicately turn this around. We're going to try to take your smallest stylus and just press the petals right where they meet the base. Now this is where we're going to try to have use some magic here of the glue. Oh, I should probably do the one. I keep on forgetting about my poor stem I cut off. Just pull that down. And add the glue. A little extra, so hopefully I can glue back on my petal. Okay, so that goes right like, there we go. There. All right, now we're going to go ahead and start putting together the card. Okay, now that I brought everything back in, we're going to go ahead and start assembling our card. First we're going to do is add the grass to the front and the gate. So what I'm going to do is turn the card upside down, add some tape runner, and then line up our grass. And we're only going to line it up to the fold right here, making sure we cover the white. Perfect. Now we're going to go through, cut that off, flip it over, put your adhesive on one side, and line up your grass. There we go. Oops. Next, I'm gonna add our fence. I'm just gonna add some glue to the bottom. I'm gonna glue that lining about halfway up the card, and there we go. Add the other side. Okay. There we go. That's good. Now for the inside, I used my tape runner and I put 2 rows of the tape, and this is going to be able to place my flowers and foliage in place and be able to move it around but still be able to stick it in place. And then we're going to put some double-sided foam adhesive on top, and that's going to really stick it in place. Okay, I got my grass border on my stamping platform, and I switched up my sentiment to birthday wishes. I can never make the same card exactly twice. So I'm going to go ahead and I lined that up to the center. Go ahead and I'm going to use Judykin's embossing powder opaque white. I've had this for many decades and until I don't emboss much. So I still have majority of the embossing powder. Okay, go ahead and we'll heat set that. Okay, we have that heat set. Next, we're gonna add our double-sided foam tape. This is gonna be easier. And when I put this down, Make sure that's lined up. Okay, take our scissors. We're going to cut off all the stems. There we go. And you have your gatefold wildflower card. And I feel like I want to add something up into this corner. There's some beautiful new butterfly dies released in this Memorybox spring set. And I saw on the website how Dave made some beautiful, I think it's Dave, made some beautiful butterflies out of this set. So I am going to see if I can recreate that look. I'm going to die cut the top die out of black cardstock, and then the bottom is going to be cut out of white, and I'm going to first apply some ink, and I want some vibrant ink, so I'm going to use yellow, and this is VersaFine Clair Joyful, and then the Purple Delight. First I'm going to add the yellow color, and I'm going to put it in the center. It's going to have that move outward, and then I'm going to take the purple and I'm going to move from the outside in. Just blend that around. I want that yellow in the center of those to come through, and then the purple around the outside. I think I could get this to look as good as the ones I saw online. You can go check that out at the Memorybox website under the Glade butterfly, and then there's a larger butterfly. I don't have that name on me, but there's a larger one as well. So there, go ahead, and I'm gonna see, not enough of the purple coming through, so I'm gonna have to add a little more purple to that. Hopefully I didn't do too much, but I don't think so. Okay. That's good. I can always add a little more when I get done. But let's see. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Okay. Go ahead and glue this down. Okay. Go ahead and line that up. And I'm just gonna shape the wings a little bit. Did all that shaping on the flowers. We don't want to have a flat butterfly in there. Again, cleaning the glue off my mat so I don't get glue on the back side of my card. And I think he's gonna look good peeking out of here. Oh yes. Oh, I should have done this on the first card I made. Of course, that's the card I have all my pictures and my posts, blog post. But oh well. There we go. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and it wasn't too long. And let's see if I can find a shorter one to do for the next card. Thanks. See you next time.